Hello everyone, it's Sue here from Scrappy Doo Sue. How is everybody? I feel like I've been away from the crafting scene for ages, but it's only been a couple of weeks while I was away in Ireland. We've had a lovely time. It was very relaxing. Went too quickly as usual, and no sooner are you back at work than you wish you could have another holiday. It's been extremely busy, but never mind, it keeps me out of mischief. Anyway, I'm going to do episode 13 of the Altered Book series. So we've done all of this so far. We've not decorated any of the pages yet, per se. We've made some journaling cards for the first quarter, but we kind of got to this stage where we've made this like insert inside for journaling on, and then since then we haven't made any more journaling cards, but we'll do another episode of that soon. So we've got a little pocket on this one though. It's just a thin little pocket there. Also we've got to make something for that and that. Then last time we made this, we covered these two pages. This one's for journaling, and what we're doing, and the reason why this is clipped, is if you remember, we are going to be putting, just moving some things out of the way. Excuse me, I've just dropped something on the floor. Isn't that always the way you start videoing? I hope the video this time, my mat and everything is fully in screen, because I just made one video prior to this since I've returned, and when I played it back, unfortunately some of it was off camera, only a little bit, but I was annoyed because I kind of have it in front of me and up above me, and when I look underneath to see what the screen looks like, it always looks okay. So I don't quite know what happened there, but anyway, it's done now. So this is what we did last time. We made these little CD envelopes. Well, we didn't make them, we covered them. Sorry, I've got to get back into all this. And we're going to have two on here, like this. And we made two journaling cards to go inside them. One says believe in yourself, one says happiness. So those are going to go inside. And then we decorated the backs like this. Now, may put some more bits on those when we start going through the book, once we've covered all the pages and we start going back through it and embellishing things. So I'm going to leave them like that for now. And this one's got a card on it that is actually backwards. So it says, if a fortune you'd amass, hold me to a looking glass. So obviously when you put a mirror over that, it tells you what it says. I can't actually work it out without doing that. I haven't done that, but I thought that was a nice little thing for somebody, whoever has this book, to try out. So those are going to be glued inside here and to this page here, like so. So they will be flipping. So what we're going to do today, we ran out of time. We've put something on the insides behind the window, and we ran out of time then, so we didn't decorate the front on this side. So we're going to do that today. Then we're going to glue these together like so, and then we're going to cover this page and this page, which has one of those lovely top pockets, which I hate covering, but never mind, we will get there. So I'm going to put the book to one side for now and make sure that we've got these up the right way like this, and we're going to cover them, decorate them. Sorry, honestly, I can't speak. So to save a bit of time, I thought I'd get a few bits out and see how they look. So I've got some, I'm going to be using some of these die cuts. So I've got a butterfly there, which I thought was a nice colour. Yeah, it's the same on the back. And I'm going to put a little bit of this teal material behind it, just to give it a bit more emphasis. And then for the other one, I'm going to use the same bit of material, and I think I just knocked something on the floor, but I'm not sure what it was. And I thought we'd have a similar thing going on with this die cut dragonfly on this side, like so. This is my sort of, you know, theory at the moment. And then I have got some die cut flowers and leaves here. So let me just check you can see. Okay, so these die cut flowers and leaves, I've kind of tried to match up the colours because the journal cards have got these lovely dark blue roses on, and everything's on sort of a beigey background, and this is sort of a bluey grey, and so is the papers inside. So I've got some of these. So I've got these colour leaves, and Violet Duran, who has a shop on eBay, has absolutely lovely die cuts, and some of these are hers. So I've got various colour die cuts, and I always forget to use them. Okay, so they are a bit fiddly. They do want to jump about. So I've also got a couple of numbers out, number labels, and a couple of words, which are Angela Kerr's typewritten words. So I could cut round those and put them somewhere like that, I thought. So first of all, I thought, well, let's choose some flowers. So bearing in mind we've got this sort of colour theme going on the inside, which will show through the window, I rather fancied this colour blue, which I thought could go sort of like that, and maybe this one up here. Now, not sure really. Perhaps we should put the cards inside the envelopes and then we'll be able to see better. So let's do that. It doesn't matter which card goes into which envelope. They should fit. Oh, they're a little bit stiff. A little bit stiff, but that's okay. Now, I deliberately didn't want the words to show completely inside because it's nice to have a bit of a surprise when you take the card out. And let's just put this one in like that. Okay, so now we've got a better idea. So if we put this back here like so, and then this one kind of in a similar position over here, and then we want maybe either that colour, and I thought let's see, that colour and maybe this colour to go with it. And let's see, what about this one? It's a bit pinky though, so let's try this one here, quite like that. I'm just looking, and these are very delicate, you have to be very careful with them, they break very easy. I'm looking at the colours, they're slightly different, so I'm going to swap that one over to there and then put this one, and obviously we'll have to cut down some of the stalk and put that one there. Now, what do we think of those blues? Or would we rather take that off and have the sort of hollyhock one, which is that one, which is a different blue, and that one? So actually I like the lighter blue. Isn't that funny? I thought I'd like these, but I like the lighter blue. So we'll put those on, and we've got a label here, which is a number label, one of Tracy Fox's, and then this is also one of her number labels. And I thought, carrying on with the theme of the brownie colours on this one, we could put these there at the bottom of the plants, and then the word can go over here, and we could maybe back the word onto a piece of our webbing that we like to use. Now, I did have some webbing cut, but let me just get the webbing. I'm so pleased that Tanya at Tatty Treasure introduced me to this webbing, because I really, really like using it. So I thought maybe we'll just cut a couple of small pieces. We don't want anything too over the top. And we will, I think, cut round this a bit and take off the sharp edges. Just have it a little bit random like that, and we'll do the same for this one. Hope you've all been keeping well while I've been away, and that you've managed to do a bit of crafting. I must apologise to all the people that I'm subscribed to. I haven't actually had any time to do any watching of videos, so I might have been absent on your channel for a bit, and I will catch up. So I haven't forgotten you all. I do like following you all, so I think we can learn a lot from each other, and just fascinated by things other people make. And what I've decided to do is, because I'm now a bit behind on my schedule, so I had a kind of an upload schedule worked out on certain days, and obviously that's all gone to pot since I've been away, so I quite like that. It's a little bit more interest on there, so we'll put these away. Yeah, so it's all gone to pot really, that and watching people's videos, all gone to pot. So I'm going to attempt to get on with the things I've already started on my channel, which is the Altered Book series, the Junk Mail Journal series, which I'm following Izzy B's, Izzy B Craft Creations. Was it Izzy B Creations? I think it might be Izzy B Creations. Lovely lady, lovely channel. I advise anyone to go over and subscribe. So I'm doing those two things, and then I'm also doing the 52-week collage challenge from Marguerite Miller's challenge, hashtag CW Planner. So I'm doing that weekly. What else am I doing? Also kind of have a little series of making ephemera, not in any particular theme, just making ephemera, and incorporated into that is sort of making ephemera out of junk. So I'm going to stick to what I'm doing now. I'm not going to start anything new. I know there are some lovely challenges on Facebook in some of the groups at the moment. Tanya at Tatty Treasure has got a nice sort of autumnal challenge going on for September in her channel Tatty Treasures, and there are a couple of other journal pages that I follow on Facebook, and I just haven't got the time really to start anything new. I think I'll be overburdening myself. I kind of know my limitations. I am working extra hard at the moment, and today is Friday the 17th of September. It's my first day off since I came back from holidays. It's my non-working day, and I'm kind of dedicating that to my crafting. So I think I'm not going to start any new series. I'm going to be interested in watching everyone do these challenges, but I won't be joining in, not at the moment. I've also got a journal I'm putting together for a present for somebody, which I can't film for that reason. So I've got stuff that I'm doing off camera as well. So I hope everyone understands that. I just sometimes think quality is better than quantity. I think if I overburden myself at this stage, it just all gets rushed and I start stressing about not getting stuff up when it should be up. So hopefully my schedule will be back on track soon. So I'm doing this today. It's a Friday, and I will put this up for tomorrow, which is Saturday, which is the day I normally would put up an altered book. So hopefully I'm going to get back on track. Anyway, that's enough waffling about. Let's get started sticking these down. So the only ones I'm going to ink round, I think, are the two labels, and I'm just using my Distress Dress Oxide, which is vintage photo, because you know I like that. So just giving that a little bit more emphasis. And this one, because they've turned out tiny. Yeah, I'm excited to get back into watching everyone, because I can see on Facebook, I just snip those corners off, that there's quite a lot going on with people and interesting things being started. So I also want to get to grips with this room that I craft in. I want to get it sorted out once and for all, and I just feel like, you know, that's something that's weighing on my mind a bit too. So I really have got things all over the place at the moment. So I'm going to use the Beacon 3. No, I won't actually. Just thought I won't use that for a minute. I'm going to use my fabric glue to put down this bit of fabric. So just going to put a little bit over here, like so. Oh dear me, such a clumsy person. I'm going to have that there, like that. It does dry up clear. I try not to put too much on. It's got a big nozzle. Sorry if I've knocked you. You see, I'm doing that again. Just bear with me a minute. Okay, I'm just going to move the cable. It's because I put my phone on charge. Right, I'm stopping it now. Okay, hopefully it didn't make you too dizzy. Yeah, I've got into the habit of keeping my phone on charge when I'm filming, because otherwise, if you don't check it before you start, if you're like me, it could go pear-shaped. Halfway through your video, your filming goes off because you've run out of battery. These are very fiddly to glue down, actually. You know, they're sort of like little skeletons, aren't they, of the real thing kind of thing. I just tend to dab a bit of glue all around everywhere. So I think I'd like that up a bit and to one side. And I know that is looking a bit messy, but it does dry clear. So we're just going to have to wait for that to dry. Put this one down. I'm actually looking forward to finishing covering the pages of this altered book, and which has been a real marathon, to be honest. I had no idea what I was actually embarking on. So just going to gently put that down there. Okay, now I think these flowers are better off up this side, away from the thing. So let's do this one first. So we will put this down here, like so. And absolutely lovely day. It's Friday morning and I've already caught up with chores and things, because that's another thing that gets on top of me if I don't keep on top of that. Oops. So done those, hoovered and everything, and I have now been out with Paddy Dog around the back of our little estate, and it's an absolutely glorious day today, and the weather is so unpredictable. When I went to work yesterday morning into the office, the fog was so thick I had to put my fog lights on, and you don't really know for sure exactly what the day is going to turn out like, but it did turn out lovely. Needless to say, I had put kind of long trousers on and a long sleeve blouse, so I was a bit warm yesterday in the office. And then today is really lovely, and the buddleias are still round the back. They've got a couple of wild buddleia bushes round there, and there are still lovely butterflies all over them, so that's nice. But I noticed that the trees are already shedding their leaves, you know, so it's really, really autumnal at the moment. So let's put that there, like that. So I don't really feel like we've even had a proper summer. I don't know if it's just me, you know, weather-wise anyway. It just all seems to have happened so quickly. So that's that one. I think that's nice. Let's get rid of a bit of glue that's on there. So that's very nice. I like it anyway. Right. Okay. Next one. Yeah, so I mean, as soon as the children go back to school in the beginning of September, it's like everyone's thinking about wintry things. So the next thing on the agenda now will be Halloween. So just have to press that down for a minute. Just use the end of my pencil so my fingers sticking to it. That's better. Let's put this one on first. I have the window open, so if you hear any noises, it will be the neighbours outside. Let's put that one up there like so. And then this one. Okay. Like that. And then let's put this on. And I'm determined, I think that will be my not New Year resolution, but my crafting resolution is going to be more organised. I think there's an awful lot to be said for, like Izzy B Creations says, get everything cut out that you need and have it all ready to pick from, rather than get everything out and then scrabble, which is what I've been doing, scrabbling through everything at 100 miles an hour and then ended up with a complete mess on your desk. Right, they're all now done, so I'm going to now glue them into the book. Now, I've never made these sort of CD envelopes before, made you know, embellished them and what have you, and not stuck them in. So let's have a look and see. So I'm going to stick the flap there like so, and then this one, this page behind, is going to stick down sandwiching it in, so it will be like that. Okay, and then this one is going to go underneath like that, so they will flip and you will see what's underneath when you flip it up, like so. Okay, so right, I'm wondering what's the best way of doing this. So if I put something here to protect from the glue that's on there, let me just get something quickly. This is just a folder of bits of scrap for this book actually, so in the plastic wallet. So I'm literally going to turn it over. I'm going to find this difficult. I know that's too thick. Okay, it has to be something that's not going to stick it. So what have I got? Just hold on and I will be okay. I'm back. All right, I found a bit of plastic. So okay, so I'm a bit nervous about doing this. I think we'll start putting one on first. So let's glue this down. I think that's going to be, I might put a bit of washi on there just to give it a bit of extra strength, because I'm concerned that it might be a bit weak when it's being flipped about. So we just pick a washi that we don't normally use much of, she says, which is easier said than done actually. So I think I'll just use this one. I'm just going to use this one here, so just move that over a minute, and I'm going to put it on the back side of it. So it's going to be like that, so it's got to go on this side. Okay, I don't think it will show up. It doesn't really matter if it does. It's all adds to the, so we'll glue it down with a glue stick, I think. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a couple of layers on there, like so. It is only for strengthening this, not for any other reason. Like that. Okay, let's leave that one to dry. Where's my other envelope? It's here. We'll do the same on this one. Oh, I think the glue stick's running low. Should have used my glue book, but hey ho, I haven't. Oh, that one's broken too. Sometimes when you've had your washi tape for a while, it does kind of, I think it does dry out a bit and it gets a bit sort of brittle. Okay, so that's that. Right, okay, so let's just trim off that excess like that. This one. Oh, excuse me. My toast is repeating on me. Right. Okay, let's do it. Okay, so maybe we'll have that one at the top. Right, okay, so I think we need some decent glue. I think actually might use the Beacon 3-in-1 just because this washi tape is a little bit, you know, shiny. And I want to make sure that they stick down. So that is going to go nearly up to that crease, not quite. Make sure it flips and make sure that it's straight. Yep, that's fine. That's that one. Use too much of this. It's always nice to use a new bottle of glue, isn't it? Do you think that? I do. I like it. I like opening a new bottle. So move that down just a tad down there. So that's to stop those from sticking. I can see that before I turn it over, this needs a bit of glue. There. Let's hold that for a second. Okay, so we've got that one flipping like that. Okay, so we'll turn that over now and press those down. Okay, so now I want to glue this page, so I'm going to go around the edges in this art glitter glue. Oh, extra strength that go down that middle, and then glue stick. I think the best way to hold this is to hold the page up like so. So that's a double page now stuck together. So hopefully those are going to work like so. Right. Right, okay. On to the next pages. So we've got this pocket and this. Okay, so I prepared and I found some Wicked Pixie sheets out of the sheets I've got. One's double-sided, but I'm going to probably have her that side, and I think this one down here to go across the pocket. And then I'm going to possibly have either that plain blue, which has got a lovely rose or sort of peony background, which is Janeyb, or this one. I'm not sure whose this is. This could well be Liana Scrap's. So we'll have a look. So first of all, we will put this book to one side, and I didn't realise my trolley is right across the other side of the room, so I've had to put it down on the floor. So normally I just have the trolley there so that I can rest all my bits on there. So you think you're prepared, but you're never quite prepared, really. There's always something that you might have missed to do in preparation. Well, there is for me. I think, oh, I've got everything I need, right, let's get going. And then I realised halfway through that I could have, you know, had this out or that out. It's a tiny bit of white strip there. I'm going to attempt. Oh, look at that. I must be getting better. Right, I'm just going to go around it with Distress Oxide and Vintage Photo, because that's what we've been using. Got to go around and ink all the pages, but I thought I'd do that off camera once we've finished covering them all up. That's how I've decided to do that. Okay, so that's that side. Put that to one side, and we'll take the white off of here. And again, there's another tiny strip there. Oh, the first one went very easily. Second one, not so good. There, that's okay. Literally just taking the white fibre out with this Distress Oxide. Right. Okay. Book. Now, so this sheet is going to go up here. I think we'll keep to the top. Oh, we want something underneath here. So let's have a look in our scraps pack we have here. Find something we can put down the bottom. Have a bit of music. Might be quite nice. Let's get these out quickly. I always regret this taking things out of a folder, because then they go everywhere. So we've got some small scraps. We don't want those. Don't think we want that. All the pink. That's too small. Okay, that's too narrow. Not that. None of these bits really. All those. These are just bits of paper we've already used in the book. That could be a possibility. It's quite nice. Bit of lace. Lace Effect Digital. There's a card. We've used some of this pattern a few times. Those are spare pages in case you want to do any more flips. There's that. I suppose that's a possibility. Oh, I've got them mixed up with all sorts here. It might have been a bad idea tipping it out. I think I've just been putting bits in here, like this napkin, that I think might be useful. Right, I'm not using any more of Janeyb at the moment, not on this page, because we've used quite a few of the bits of her already. Plain coffee dyed. So that's about it really. Some of that blue. Right, so we'll just narrow it down to a bit of music or a bit of this. That I don't think goes really. A bit of lace would be quite nice actually, the lace digital. I think maybe we might put it down on that. Or alternatively, put it in position would help, wouldn't it? This one. Here. Well, that's quite nice actually. I'm going to go with that. Right, I made my decision. Okay, so I want this sort of here, not going into here because that's where the book is beginning to fold now. So I'm just using my pencil and I'm just going to mark that and that and kind of there. Okay, so all we need to do really is take this edge off here where that line is, I think, like that. Let's ink round that. Right, okay. I just keep putting a lid on the oxide because I don't want it to dry out. Okay, so I want to stick that there, there and there. So that's worked out well. Now I want to stick it this way up because I like these gold stars down the bottom. So this is quite thick, so I'm going to use the art glitter for this. Okay, so we said there and there. And there, like so, that should be fine. Okay, so let's stick our page down. So let's just get my glue book out. I put it in a drawer because I was running out of space. So could do with some bigger pieces of glue pages to be glue book pages, to be honest. Okay, let's just go around the edge of that with this, just to, it helps to give it a bit more strength, glue strength, you know. It's just a thin bead, like that. Okay, so now I need to manipulate it onto the page. like that. Oh, I like that. That's nice. Very pretty, isn't she? Just have a sip of my coffee, which has now gone cold again. And because I drink it black, that tells you how long it's been sat there. It keeps very hot usually. That's the second cup this morning that's gone cold. Oh well. Right, so this one's going to be going here. And it's going to be sort of folded over. So what I want to do is I just want to do a very faint pencil line, giving it enough to keep it in that line, because if I don't do that when I cut it, the line, what I should say is the angle there won't be right. Now that just gives me enough there to fold over. Okay, just put that to one side and take this off. So that should be, so I now need to just ink the top edge, even though it's going underneath. I like to just do it there. Okay, so I'm going to put this on first today instead of doing behind first. Do you think that's a good idea? So I want it in line with this one at the bottom as much as possible, and same sort of width here, and then we'll have a bit to fold over. Okay, so let's get that glued up. I love that pink paper on the back. It's got that lovely gold pattern around the edge. I never thought, I don't know, being silly, never ever printed anything with sort of gold on it, you know, and I often wondered how it would ever print out, because I've seen people on Etsy with their shops and they've got some digital kits that have got a lot of gold and silver in them, and I've never, you know, thought that I'd ever be able to print anything would do that justice. But this has come out as you know, gold, really. It's amazing. So again, I'm just doing a thin bead along there and along there. Move that out of the way. So again, I've got to manipulate it so that it's there and there and there, and then take that off, and then that's going to go down the back there, like so. Right, that was fairly straightforward. Let's give it a burnish with, I don't know what's on the, oh, you know, that is archival ink. Okay, right, we've done it. So we could have now a piece like this here. Let's see, which way up do we want it to look? So the angle is there, so this is, if we fold it a bit over, have that there, I don't like that. I'd rather have it kind of like that and take this off. So again, I'm just going to do a quick angle there and cut that with the ruler, like so. It's a scrap, and then I want it kind of to line up there with that blue line, and so therefore I want to take that much off. You just see that mark. I hope I'm not taking too much off now. Oh, that was hard. Oh, I don't even know where I was supposed to be with this. That. Oh, well, that looks all right. So I can use that. So I think that's what we'll do. We'll stick that piece up there like that. Right. Okay, so we'll just ink round here. Now, this is a bit, I struggle with a bit. So where's my glue stick? I'm going to, Tammy Van Antwerp's now finished her altered book. I'm way behind her because I was doing it kind of at the same time. Hers is beautiful, her book. So, you know, if you haven't seen her altered book, I advise you to go and have a look. It's lovely. Beautiful paper she used. So there, that's good. That's a little patch there, which looks very good, I must say, even if I do say so myself. Now, the piece that we're not sure what we're going to put behind is going to be either this, like that, but I thought that picked out the blue, or go for a random pattern like so, which again has got the blues in, and the greens, and the pinks, pinky colours. I'm going to go with this, I think. Let's go mad, and let's go with that. So as we've got it kind of in place, I am just going to take a mark there and along there, because I want it to line up here, and I also want it to line up there, and that's the angle. So let's hope this works. Okay, so the angle is going to be here, and although I could just see the mark there, so I need to line those two marks up like so. Okay, I just take these edges off. Better off, I think. Let's see if I'm better off doing it this way round. Ooh, I might have to cut it with scissors. Yeah, I think I'm going to save a bit of time instead of messing about. Just cut it with a bit of pair of scissors like that, and roughing it up, giving it a rough up, not a duff up, but a rough up. Okay, let's go around it with this. Paddy's in here with me, lying on the cat's bed. Sometimes I think he thinks he's a cat, you know. Pebbles came round the field with us for a walk. Some lady came in with her dog and was most surprised. She said, "Oh, a cat, a cat, a cat. Oh, oh." I said, "Yes." She likes to come round with us, but she looks at us as if to say, "What on earth are you doing? Why are we walking round this area? What's going on?" Because obviously cats can go anywhere really, can't they? So yeah, she can never quite understand why we're out there. I say to her, "Well, don't come with us if you feel like that, you know. If you think this is all a waste of time and you don't understand why we're doing it, then stay at home." But no, she insists on coming. And I think, you know, a few centuries ago, if I was seen out with a cat behind me, I think I'd probably be burnt at the stake for being a witch, perhaps. You know, that's what they used to say. She's got a familiar and it's a cat. I'm just being silly. But yeah, people do wonder what was going on when they see her with me. When Elmo was alive, he used to come too sometimes. So I'd have two of them, wondering what on earth we were doing. So of course they wouldn't waste their time, you know, randomly walking for no reason. They usually have a purpose. So there, all done. So today that's going to be it for episode 13. So we've now decorated these. I may just leave that there like that. Quite like the messiness. So these have got cards in like this. And on the back of the card we stenciled the doily stencil. So in a lovely sort of grey blue was. So that what was I going to say? So that somebody could journal on the back of those. And so we've decorated the front of these CD envelopes, and we've actually stuck them in now, so they flip out like this, one at a time or together. And then on the next page we've covered it with this lovely pretty lady, and we've now covered this top pocket here. So next time, what are we doing next time? Next time I think those two need to be glued together actually. Now what have we got next? So we're going to glue those together as best we can. It's starting to get difficult now to glue pages together because of the angle of the book. So they need to be glued. I can do that off camera. Then we've got a blank, two blank pages there, and then we've got a double side tuck here. Then we've got this unusual one. I thought that might be nice for change, to make that into two small little side tucks. Yes, we get, look, we're getting to the end of it. Oh gosh, it's exciting. So I'm going to go away and glue that now, and that's it for me. So I will see you again soon. So whoever's been watching, thank you so much. Welcome to any new subscribers, and welcome back any returning subscribers. As you know, I appreciate your support. I really, really do. And thank you for sticking with me, even though I've been away for 10 days. I really appreciate it. I've had a few comments, people saying they would definitely stick with me, and they'll be here when I get back. So, you know, I was really touched by that. So thank you so much. And I'll see you again soon. Thank you. Take care.